my wonderful grandchild. So I'm at the mall this afternoon and I run into these two kids who are running a kiosk, which is they're selling some kind of stuff to clean your sneakers with. And I'm walking down and I said, I wonder if these kids are going to stop me and ask me if I want my sneakers cleaned. Okay? Well, I'm 78 years old and I really don't give a damn what my sneakers look like. I mean, I look at them, they look all right to me. I don't think I have to spend $12 or $20 or whatever this goop is that they're selling in order to get them clean. But I'm interested to see, and sure enough, I walk up and I go, oh, excuse me, sir. Hey, excuse me, sir. Would you like to sit down here and relax while I look at your sneakers? I thought this was very good. I mean, so this is okay. They're sizing me up as this old guy who probably needs to sit down and take a break. And they use this as an excuse so they can, whatever, give me their spiel. So, of course, I gotta jump right in, So I say to this kid, I said, how old are you? So he says, oh, I'm 19. And I said, and you do this for a living? Trying to sell this stuff to clean people's sneakers? He goes, yeah, well, I'm doing this, but I have other plans. I'm going to go into wholesaling. I said, wholesaling, what's that? I mean, he really couldn't explain it to me. So, I take out one of my business cards and I hand it to him. I said, listen, kid, okay, you're 19 years old, all right? If you want to, my speech. If you want to have everything you ever wanted in your life for yourself and your family, you can do that in 20 years, 15, 12, 10. Here's my card. Watch my TikTok videos. Go onto my website, success.org. There's courses and an app and everything is free. And, he said, well, what is this? I said, well, it's kind of about real estate. He goes, oh, I want to buy real estate someday. I said, well, why don't you start reading what I write about? And, I think if you're the ambitious kid that I think you are, I said, if you could sell this crap, this clean sneakers, I said, and you're not afraid. You've got the kind of dynamic, passionate personality, you could do very well in any business. So my business is real estate. He goes, well, what about wholesaling? What do you know about wholesaling? I said, listen, let me be honest with you, kid. I don't know shit about wholesaling. I don't care about wholesaling. I don't know anything about it. I know about real estate, and I know that somebody like you could do very well in real estate. He goes, can I take a course on your site and get my license? I said, well, this is about becoming a real estate investor. If you watch my stuff, I'm saying, if you're in the real estate business, you really don't make a lot of money selling real estate to other people. You make the big bucks by buying the real estate yourself. You don't want to sell it to other people. You want to sell it to yourself. It's good to be in the real estate business to make commissions so you have the money to actually buy the property yourself. And he says, well, what do you mean I can retire? I said, yeah, you're 19 years old. By the time you're 40, okay, you can buy the cars and the houses and, and the women, whatever it is, take vacations and do all that. You can do very well. He goes, well, I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to community college. And I said, well, go to community college, okay? But if you're sitting in class saying, what is this BS that they're trying? My name is Papa Bill on YouTube, Papa Bill on Facebook, Papa Bill on TikTok. I said, start watching my stuff and then see if it clicks with you, okay? If you say, yeah, this stuff is kind of making sense and I can do it. And you see what the result is? The result is that you'll be financially independent by the time you're 40. How does that sound? He goes, oh, geez, that sounds great. So he calls his buddy over, and, so I'm talking to him, and I give the buddy a card, and the buddy seems like, I'm definitely going to do this. So he goes, how do I get started? I said, all of that material is there. Everything that you have to do is there. I said, if you're willing to stand at the mall, talk to strangers, and talk them into buying this stuff, whatever you're selling, if you can do that, you can be very successful in real estate. Well, I'm going to show this to my boss. I said, well, show it to wherever you want. Anybody who you think has the passion and the ability to become rich, I want you to show them this. So I walk off, and, you know, the two of them are talking. Now, I mean, I've done this so often that, you know, I mean, I'm really not thinking that they're ever going to do this. Are they ever going to do, you know, are they ever going to go to the site? Are they ever going to look at the stuff? Are they ever going to start doing this? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Probably no. But I do know that, you know, I talked at a Marine base one time, and I gave a speech, and 2 years later I went back there, and somebody had bought, you know, one kid had bought 6 properties in those 2 years just by doing the kinds of things that I'm recommending. So it does happen. So even though people might think he's the crazy old coot, what the hell is he talking about to these kids in the mall? Well, maybe one of them will listen. I mean, you know, come on. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to get one person to listen. And then maybe they'll tell somebody else, and they'll have a wonderful life. And, you know, that's kind of my mission, to pass on what was passed on to me, the good and the bad, so you can avoid the mistakes I made and then have a wonderful, productive life. Everything you ever wanted in your life, and yourself, for your family, success.org. You know that. I'm your Papa Bill.